Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Management of Managaha Island is changing, raising many questions. Also tonight, a new week and a new batch of funds from the Department of Finance for PUA. And the USDOL provides clarification on certain employees' paid leave. In sports, motocross racing returns to the red dirt of Marby. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Great customer rep, always willing to go above and beyond for his customers.
I truly hope she gets noticed at work, since I do see she is a hard worker.
The field technician that visited my home was great and helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. You really keep it up.
Your customer service is always very good.
Awesome customer service with great technicians that are really helpful.
Thank you so much, Sherlyn and Docomo Pacific.
That's so sweet. It feels good to see this kind of messages because we try our best to do customer service.
We make sure that we will 100% resolve the issues.
For all those people that are seeking assistance.
I just want my customers happy
and help them out each and every day.
I would want to go to a place with someone that's just like me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come to Docomo and you'll feel like you're at home.
For all those going out each day, doing what they can to hold us all together, we're here to help those helping us all by keeping our lights on.
Hafa Day Tirawami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, August 31st, 2020. Today is the last day of August and the last day that Tassi Tours will manage Managaha Island. Our Chris Nelson reports.
A year ago, August 31st would have meant over 1,000 people a day visiting Monogaha Island. Today, the company that has run Monogaha for over 3 decades was cleaning up and saying goodbye. As of tomorrow, Tassi Tours will no longer manage the CNMI's #1 tourist attraction, and with a worldwide pandemic and no tourists for the foreseeable future, there are more questions than answers on what is next.
I've been working for Tassi Tours, a lifeguard, for almost 14 years. Yeah. So today, August 31st, this is our last day, and I hope our island is maintained beautiful for our next tourists. We never know from this problem going on around the world.
How are you feeling today?
Well, of course, feel sad, but feel good. And it's crazy. We don't know what's going on in our future.
Feeling kind of bummed, since it's our last day. So, we don't know what to expect tomorrow. So we just do what we can.
Have you had any communication from the new company?
As of now, no. We were expecting for them to call us, but I haven't got any information yet.
So as of tomorrow, are you coming to work here tomorrow?
No, not coming to work tomorrow.
It's the last day. Yeah, what can we do?
Yep.
That's right. What did you guys do?
I just look for another job.
How long have you worked here?
28 years.
28 years? Have you had any communication from the company taking over?
Oh,
So, goodbye, Managaha.
Tashi Tours, well, you've been good to me, man. All heart here right there. Thank you very much.
2 new positive COVID-19 cases over the weekend brings the total cumulative number to 56 in the CNMI. According to CHCC, both individuals were identified through travel screening on Saturday. One was confirmed positive through testing upon arrival, and the other was confirmed positive through 5th-day testing. Both have been in quarantine and have been moved to the designated isolated area at Kanoa. CHCC states 30 of the confirmed cases have been identified through port of entry screening, 22 originating from the U.S. mainland, 3 from a foreign country, and 5 from U.S. territories. Contact tracing has been initiated for the 2 new positive cases. And here is an update on the community-based testing sites for this week. On Saipan, the drive-through walk-up site will be at the Systems of Care next to the San Antonio basketball court from 8:30 a.m. to 11 on Friday, September 4th. On Tinian, the testing site will be on Wednesday, September 2nd at the Tinian Health Center conference room from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3. On Rhoda, walk-up testing is available on September 2nd at the Rhoda Health Center from 1 to 4. Retesting through community-based testing is not available at this time. Appointments can be made for new participants through the governor's website or by calling 237-8034. There are still thousands eagerly awaiting money from the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. KSPN speaks with the Department of Finance Secretary David Adlig for an update.
To date, we've sent out a little over $53.5 million.
With $9 million projected to be sent out this week to those approved for the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program. Secretary of Finance David Adelig says batches of payments are sent out each week.
Usually payments are sent out by the end of the week. We make that just an internal goal. But if we are able to process earlier, then we release it as soon as we can.
Once the Department of Finance receives the approved files from the Department of Labor, a payment date is posted on an individual's account. But Adelig says this does not mean the individual will be paid on that date.
PUA software solution, the online tool that they have, we pull that data to start processing the payment. I believe it triggers a date on as if we paid it out. But once we receive those files, there seems to be a lot of corrections that need to be done on the file itself, meaning there's a certain format that we have to process, be accepted by the Bank of Guam for our direct deposit ACH transaction. And in order to do that, we need clean files for thousands of people that we're reviewing to get paid. And it takes a couple of days to comb through the data.
Then the funds are released. Many have seen a $0 amount from the Department of Finance in their bank accounts. Adelig says, don't fret, this is a trial to make sure the actual funds will go through.
It was a test transfer. Those that receive 0 transactions, 0.00, that means that's positive. That means it went through a proper account. And those that never received it, obviously we know it's errors that we're trying to correct.
Adelig says those who did opt for paper checks will have to wait at least 10 days after the Department of Finance receives the data, as there are specific regulations by the U.S. Department of Labor that must be followed during the printing process. The U.S. Department of Labor provides further clarity on paid leave for parents of school-aged children. Sally Lemus reports.
Schools open next week, and employed parents who need to be with their children at home can take paid leave. Congressman Gregorio Kilili Sablon wrote to the U.S. Department of Labor asking for further clarification on the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, with particular concern for parents who must leave work to be with their children who are taking classes online. On August 27, 2020, the U.S. DOL provided the following statement. You are eligible to take paid leave under FFCRA on days when your child is not permitted to attend school in person and must instead engage on remote learning. As for employees who chose not to let their children attend in-person classes, they will not be eligible to take the paid leave. Employees who signed up for the Families First Coronavirus Response Act may visit their website for more information. I'm Sally Limis for KSPN News.
The Commonwealth Utilities Corporation has submitted their proposal and request to the CPA Board to either lease or transfer CPA property for a backup power plant on Saipan and Rota. The backup power plants would be turned on in the event of power failure on the islands and would give water production at wells that rely on a power source.
This is a good thing for the community. This is a good thing specifically for the south side of Saipan because now those water wells who rely on generators have a backup power source. And, I think as a government we should all think of ways to collaborate and to help each other out. And the support is there for this at the board level.
Hines says the agreement between the two entities is in the works and she expects to have something inked within the next couple of weeks. Coming up, millions of dollars comes back to the CNMI after working with federal partners. More details after the break.
Students get smart savings at IT&E with free selected Samsung Galaxy phones and awesome discounts on plans. Get the Samsung Galaxy A7 One for free and 10 gigs of 4G LTE data for just $45 a month. Choose the Samsung Galaxy A11 for free and 5 gigs of 4G LTE data for just $27 a month. Or browse our entire selection of phones and plans and still get a 10% discount on any monthly plan. Go to ite.net for details.
Census was a success. We counted from the Northern Islands
To Saipan. To Trinidad.
to Luta,
We went by plane,
by boat,
by car.
and on foot.
Why?
Because you matter.
Because of you.
Everyone was counted.
Because of you.
Everyone was represented.
Because of you. Everyone has a voice.
Because of you.
We will have
Improved healthcare.
better schools, safer roads, improved government services.
And for this, we say thank you.
Thank you for inviting us into your home.
Thank you for trusting us with your information.
Thank you for being patient with us. Maraming salamat po.
Spasiba.
Kiriso tapul.
Komkmal msulang.
Kalangan. Sese. Toche.
Kuilo mahalanda.
Fapetai.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Sakarusik and Kamagar.
감사합니다.
Olamai.
Sizuus maosi.
Thank you for being counted. Thank you for shaping our future. Peace out 2020.
Students get smart savings at IT&E with free selected Samsung Galaxy phones and awesome discounts on plans. Get the Samsung Galaxy A71 for free and 10 gigs of 4G LTE data for just $45 a month. Choose the Samsung Galaxy A11 for free and 5 gigs of 4G LTE data for just $27 a month. Or browse our entire selection of phones and plans and still get a 10% discount on any monthly plan. Go to ite.net for details.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. Big federal money is awarded to the CNMI for the ongoing response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Sally Lemus reports.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency awards the CNMI $10.9 million that covers the purchases of PPEs, medical supplies, and test kits.
This overall announcement of $10.9 million, which will be obligated, I believe, tomorrow, is among the first reimbursements from FEMA for the CNMI government as coordinated by our governor's authorized representative Patrick Guerrero.
The PPE purchases amounted to about $10.7 million.
One of the top priorities included protecting our first responders, in our departments and agencies within the COVID-19 task force, our medical workers within CHEC, and anyone that we've involved in within the overall response with the proper PPE, and making sure that our hospital was prepared for mass hospitalization of patients and test kits for the surveillance at our airport, as well as for our community-based testing to identify COVID-19 before the spread in the community as a way of surveillance.
And medical supplies purchases cost about $212,000.
For our medical supplies at about $212,000, that corresponds to supplies we've gotten directly from both the National Strategic Stockpile that FEMA oversees, which is like emergency ventilators, emergency medical equipment, as well as a lot of peer-to-peer sharing, which included some ventilators that we received from the state of California, and other pieces of medical equipment that we've received through vendors through the emergency procurement process.
Press Secretary Kevin Bautista says they have collected enough PPEs for all the first responders and medical workers in the CNMI.
At the beginning of the pandemic response, we had states and territories scrambling around to compete for the same type of equipment, PPEs, medical equipment, medical supplies, ventilators, and you name it. But the focus that we had was that one of the things that we wanted to make sure was that we had enough put in place for us to stay ready throughout the rest of the year, because we knew that this COVID-19 response was going to be prolonged until there's a proper vaccine approved by FDA and CDC for mass distribution for us to get over this pandemic. But we, as CHEC announced earlier, we're not expecting that until about early next year, 2021. So we remain optimistic, but the good thing about this right now is that the CNMI remains relatively safe from COVID-19.
Reporting for KSPN News, I'm Sally Lemus.
And now a recognition from the CNMI House of Representatives of a company that has taken care of Managaha for nearly 31 years.
We want to present Tassi Tour with this plaque for their untiring services and presence here in the CNMI.
Tassi Tours was commended by the CNMI House of Representatives for their service as Master Concessionaire of Managaha.
Tassi Tour has been part of the CNMI, and we hope that Tassi Tour remains to be part of the CNMI. We look forward to work with you with Tassi Tour on other ventures.
Managaha has been under the care of Tassi Tours for nearly 31 years. President Masato Tezuka says they committed themselves to protect the environment of Managaha for the tourists and the people of the CNMI.
There's a lot of up and down during 31 years so far, and but it is always true that visitors who visit Managaha always say what a wonderful, beautiful islands Managaha is and Saipan is. So that's a very good comment for us and good comment for CNMI. So we have a pride of contributing the Managaha Island for over 30 years now.
Also present in the chamber was MVA Director Priscilla E. Jacopo, who thanked Tassi Tours for their service.
You've really set the bar high, and as the master concessionary of Managaha, you've always kept in mind how to keep Managaha Island environmentally safe, protected, and beautiful at all times. And we really like to thank you, and we look forward to working with you in other ways as a partner with MBA.
I'm Sally Lemis for KSPN News.
Thank you, Tassi Tours. A well-deserved congratulations. Coming up, the KSPN2 Sports Report goes to Marpy for thrills and spills. Don't fall down. Sports is next.
Thank you for being here with us.
For finding ways to keep things happening.
For making things feel a lot better.
Thank you.
Energize, realize, feels so good just to be alive. Time's a gift, my time is free. I can spend it on you, you can spend it on me. I can say you'll be blown away by the change you see me. And I feel alright, dance all night, put a little flavor in my life.
Thank you for staying strong with us.
And for us.
Thank you for always connecting.
For keeping us together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding us
that despite this distance,
we are still better together.
Docomo Pacific, better together.
The Tan Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Jose and Pedro were born on the very same day. Jose liked to play sports. Pedro liked to play video games. Jose's favorite word was pass. Pass me the ball. Pedro's favorite word was pass too. Pass me the rice. Jose is retired and has both time and energy. His life is just beginning. Pedro has diabetes, hypertension, and gout. His life could soon end. Eat less, play more, live longer. Brought to you by PHI, the pharmacy you can trust.
Did you know CNMI's coral reefs and seagrass ecosystems are worth about $115 million a year? Coral reefs alone are valued over $100 million a year. All the more reason these precious ecosystems must continue to be protected. Coral reefs are important to the people of the CNMI because they provide traditional and subsistence uses, production of commercial food products, recreational opportunities for a healthy tourist economy, and physical protection from storms. Do not break or collect coral to take home with you. We need them. Corals are living animals, and it takes decades to create reef structures. Planting trees, grass, and shrubs on bare soil helps prevent sediment from entering our oceans. Trees also help fight climate change. Use a rain barrel and collect water from roofs, yards, and paved surfaces. You can help keep storm water on your property and pollutants out of waterways by building a rain garden. The ocean floor isn't a dance floor. Stepping on corals can break them. Maintain buoyancy when snorkeling or diving. Nutrients from excess fertilizer increases algae growth that blocks sunlight to corals. Coral reefs need clean, clear water to survive. Help keep our beaches litter-free. Always take out your own trash and a little bit more. Anchor in sandy areas away from coral and seagrass or use mooring buoys so the anchor and chain do not drag on nearby corals. Reduce, reuse, rethink, repair, refuse, recycle. Do not feed the fish. Do not take or step on coral. Do not collect shells. Do not fish. Help with local tree planting community events, local beach cleanups, and get involved in protecting your watershed. Participate in training or education programs that focus on reef ecology. You can make a difference. Please contact Mina to get involved in community conservation.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live. Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, Motocross revs up its engines Sunday afternoons in Marpy. It's been a long time coming. The last Motocross on Saipan in Cowtown, 2007. It was 13 years ago. The Marpy swimming pool has been closed for 2 years. This new track above it opened this month. King of the Hill, Queen of the Hill. There's a prime viewing spot for Sunday's races.
Did you get that, Bob?
Got it now. Families and friends team up in support of their riders. No age restrictions. Bring your children. Never mind the noise. Thumbs up. Let's race. Find a better seat closer to the action first. What do you think of this race track out here?
Man, this racetrack, I wish there's a better place for the motocross bikers. You know what I mean? To have a better place to do their own thing. Yeah, the countdown. If they open up the countdown, that would be a better place, man.
For now, it's the only place for these motocross enthusiasts to gather. It's also a good place to show us what you got. Jack Pua got his truck out of the shop last week. Look at this. Customized. Oh, he's got 8 wheels to roll. It's about time. Time, always a factor, especially in races. Races run from 3 to 4:30 in 3 different classes after a 14-year break.
Did you get that, Bob?
I'm getting it, man.
Yeah.
How's it feel to be back?
Oh, it feels great. I'm so glad, man. This is actually one of the best turnouts we've had so far today, so you picked the perfect day.
Yeah, so did you.
Yeah.
Cowtown, People's Park, how does this track compare technically?
Well, it's really just more like a practice track.
Expert class?
Check that out.
Is that easy in the expert class? Are you in the expert class?
Oh, no. I'm in the vet class, over 45. Yeah.
Oh, you're a master's? Why do you keep doing this?
Why not? That's the question. Why not?
Yeah, let's keep it all in the family.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
Alvarez is going strong. How you feeling, Shane? You confident? You ready?
Good.
All right.
A little tired. I put in some good laughs, but I'm ready to go.
Let's see what you got. Team Erico also strong. Eric Cruz, one of the old-time motorcycle racers. All right, Kiri, let me ask you, how's the course out here?
It's good. It's a little slippery, but it's manageable. Yeah, you just gotta be careful in the turns, and the jumps are badass.
You saw that one wipeout?
Yeah, I did the first wipeout actually. That's why I see my hand. I went pretty hard.
No pain, no gain, right?
All part of the game.
That's not your worst injury anyway.
No. 4 from the hospital.
Yeah. All right, good luck. All right, see.
Right
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com. Hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HAFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online, and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Mariana's Trekking, 323-8735.
Today's high temperature 90, the low 80, the heat index all the way up to 107, humidity 71%. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, some scattered showers, east winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. High 89, low 79, seas 3 to 5 feet. Sunrise at 6:04, high tide 6:16 in the morning, low tide 1:29, sunset 6:29, and we're going to have a full moon tomorrow night. And that'll do it for Monday. Thank you for watching. See you back here on Wednesday.